So I don't. Good. Expected that to fall over and it didn't. Good day for Eric, I guess. Today I have something new on this channel for everyone, and that is Booksplosion. If you don't know what Booksplosion is, it's a read-along group that there's
Ariel Bissett, Little Book Owl, Tiernan from the Booktuber, Jessie the Reader, Christine from Home Bananas Books, Raylene from Pathfinder and Prongs 07.
All of them. Lara and I decided that we would jump on the bandwagon, and while we aren't a part of like their thing, we're gonna do our own thing and just review the books that they do for the read-along. Not every month, but pretty often. We were planning to do this for a while, and I had control over here. But now I have Rebel Belle, and I actually read this one, and I loved it so much. And with Rebel Belle is that there's this girl named Harper Price, and she is at a homecoming dance. And this might sound weird, but like, go with it because it gets so good.
Bathroom, putting lip gloss on, and then the janitor comes in and he has this like huge stab wound in him, and he's like, I'm dying, and he's dying. So that would be why.
The history teacher comes in and he has this huge knife, sword,
and he's like, oh, what you doing? And so the janitor like leans up and like full on like kisses Harper and like transfers these powers into her, which makes her a paladin. So super strength, super speed, fighting instinct.
So she kicks the teacher's butt, and she finds out that paladins are assigned to a certain person to protect them.
And she's assigned to her like childhood rival, David Stark, and she could not be less excited about that. So it's just about that happening and her falling for him, and it gets really good. Very girly cover, very girly cover, but it is a very like action-packed, fun book. So even if you're a guy like I am, Jessie the Reader, Tiernan, this book is amazing. I loved it. I can't wait for the second book because there's so many places that this story can go.
So that's all for the non-spoiler parts. 5 out of 5 stars. If you haven't read the book, skedaddle.
I don't know what that was.
Guys, I don't know. I don't even know where to begin because there's so many where? Okay, like, Harper is just like, I don't understand why everyone's like, oh my gosh, Harper. Like, there are so many people like that in this world that are just very busy people doing everything. And some people work well under that pressure like Harper does. So, I mean, I really don't get why everyone's like freaking out like, oh, Harper is mentally unstable. Really liked how action-packed it got, but I think like, I loved how like stupid everything was, and I don't mean that the book was stupid, I mean just that like the situations were so dumb. Like, let's go to a college interview, come in,
Why hello youngins, my name's Belle. I'm here to talk to you about this. Come on in y'all.
okay, we're in, we're talking.
I just gotta open this letter. Here it is, a big sword. Attacks Harper.
What? I was like, but it all comes together, I guess. Blythe turned out to be a mage, which I thought the mages were really cool. Like, I wish they had like more magic because being a mage would be super awesome. But I thought the paladins were really cool too. And something I didn't understand, how did the janitor that was a paladin, how did he get taken down by that guy that obviously wasn't a paladin? Like, I didn't get it. Like, you'd think he would like,
Boom, 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 pow, I'm chicken jack in my style, try to cover my sweater, I'm on it next, though.
you know? Or she just runs into David and they're like, oh, got crab biscuit all over me. Wanna make out? You just broke up with your boyfriend Harper and now you're like, oh my gosh, we're gonna be dating. I think the funniest part was where Harper is like, she's like in the room with Sailor and she's like,
David!
And then she just like bursts out of the room like,
My new boyfriend is up there!
like, just like flailing her arms and like, bah! I didn't understand was how didn't her David and Danger instinct turn on when she went into that room and gave him to Blythe pretty much. And then after it happened, like David was like spilling gold out of him. I was like, what is going on? Like, are you dying, David? And she was like, And if the spell was done, then how come Harper attacked her like right during the spell? Like, she was still speaking this language, and then she rolled over and she's like,
Ah, you're too late, it's finished.
when she was made a paladin, she was not reacting like how those girls were. Like, when B was zapped, she was like,
I can't let you hurt him. I can't let you hurt her. I can't tell you why. I just can't. I have to hurt you. Like, she was like, what is going on? Like, when someone was trying to hurt David, she just like, boom, boom, boom.
and then she's just like, this one looks like the strongest one. Poof, like, B? Why? Why? Why B out of all people? Like,
Hated Mary Beth. Mary Beth, just get out. Because who does that to someone, like, in the middle of an event, like, calls you out on something? That's, like, so stupid.
don't. I'm sorry, I got animated, but overall, I love this book so much. There was so much humor and fun, and I loved it. And this was Booksplosion of April. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I really did. I loved Rebel Belle, as I've said in before, and I think this has potential to be one of my favorite series. So, Rebel Belle, big winner. Well, this was awkward. Stop it. Bye! That is not how I imagined Rachel Hawkins to look like. Oh well. I guess the world isn't a Wish Granton factory. Tiffyos reference.